Hi grade 2, welcome to a new class, a new season, a new year, and a new time in music. It's super exciting to still be with you and to see how far you've grown from 0 all the way 1 full year into grade 2, where now you understand how to read music, you understand how music is played, you understand the different notes on our instrument, which is the recorder, and overall you've become a better musician. So things aren't going to stop there, they're going to get a little harder, a little trickier, and overall, that'll make you a lot better. Hello and welcome for the ones who are new to the class. We're excited to have you and we can't wait to see you. And we will run through some of the things we did last year, but just in case you might find it a bit complicated, you might want to go back to just watch the videos from 2020, which is last year, grade 1, just so you can really see how we moved and so you can get some of those things. But I'll still go through some of them just for today. Alright, so let's start off by reminding ourselves about these symbols, these notes. So remember, if you cannot see through it, it's a quarter note and it gets one beat, and that's ta. Alright, so quarter note, but I feel that's the American way of saying it, and the British way is a crotchet, so whichever one works for you. The next one is a half note. If you can see through it, yeah, you can see through it, then it gets 2 beats, and it's called a half note, or as the British would say, a minim. And it goes ta, ah. Alright, so let's try to clap a quarter note and then a half note. Ta, ta, ah. Next one, we have a dotted half note. It's when you can see through it, but there's a dot right on the side. And for this one, it gets 3 beats. So we say ta, ah, ah. Alright, try that with me. Ta, ah, ah. Cool. And then the last one, the one that looks like a little stomach or a liver, it gets the most beats out of all of them. And you can always know which one it is because it doesn't have that tail. So this is called a whole note. If you're an American, if you're a British person, you can say a semi-brief, whichever one works for you. And it gets 4 beats. So it goes ta, ah, ah, ah. Let's try and clap out each of these from the quarter note all the way to the whole note. 3, go. Ta, ta, ah, ta, ah, ah, ta, ah, ah, ah. Cool. So those are our notes. Now, when we move on to this, for our newcomers, we call these 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're called the staff or the stave. And this is where we put all these notes. But in music, we have 7 notes. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. After G, we do not go to H. This is in English, this is music, so we go back to A. And the way we can tell whether we're supposed to play an A or a B or a C or a D is looking at where these notes fall in the staff or the stave. So we usually say, if it's on the line, we have this really cool sentence to remember, and it goes, every good boy deserves Fanta. So if it's on line 1, it's every. Line 2, good. Line 3, boy. Line 4, deserves. Line 5, Fanta. What letter does every start with? E. So if it's on line 1, that makes it an E. If it's on line 2, what letter does good start with? G. So that's G. So we have E, G. If it's on line 3, what letter does boy start with? B. What letter does deserve start with? D. And what letter does Fanta start with? F. So on every line you'll have E, G, B, D, F. Now, within the lines, between the lines, we have some spaces. And an easy way to always remember what notes, what letters each note gets when it's in the space is, if it's in the space, if you forget what's in the space, hit your face. Alright, so if you forget what's in the space, hit your face. F, A, C, E. F goes in space 1, A goes in space 2, C goes in space 3, E goes in space 4. And it spells face. So if you want to really get good at this, I highly suggest that you go look at the grade 1 videos for last year, because it runs through it in such great detail and it will really, really allow you to get a lot better very quickly, since every single lesson is right there. Meanwhile, let's get to this. So grade 2s, this is our first piece of the term. It's called first duet. Now you will notice that we have two lines, but we have a bracket, this long black line over here. And this means that when we finish this first line, we don't go over here, okay? So we have two main parts. The top line is called the melody. That's the main tune. The bottom line is called the harmony. And when you put the melody and harmony together, you get a really nice sounding piece of music. It's kind of like when you have bread, you can put both your butter and you can put your jam. Or for some of us, we prefer peanut butter and we prefer jam. You can obviously just have it with peanut butter and that'll taste good. But if you put peanut butter and jam, it tastes a whole lot better. So that's how it works, our melody and our harmony. And so if you have a brother or sister who knows how to play a recorder, how it would work is you would play the harmony and at the exact same time, they would be playing the harmony. So you'd be playing the melody and they would be playing the harmony. But you don't play this line and go to the second one. No, you go from here to here and you're done. This bracket shows where that it has a melody and a harmony. Very important. So we call this a duet. Why? Because it's two people playing at the same time. If it was three people playing at the same time, it would be called a trio. If it was four people playing at the same time, it would be called a quartet. If it was five, a quintet. Six, a sextet. Seven, a septet, and so on. You can have many people playing as soon as you get to an orchestra. So let's look at this piece. We have a quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note, quarter note. So that's easy. Let's try and clap it out up until the second bar. So for our newcomers, wherever you have a line, anything before the line shows a bar. So this would be bar 1 up to that line. Then between these two lines, that's bar 2. Then this would be bar 3, and then last one, bar 4. So let's clap bar 1 and bar 2. 3, go. Ta, 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 ta. Super simple. Let's try clap bar 3 and bar 4. So we have a minim, which is a half note. Then we have a quarter note and then a dotted minim. So that would be ta, ah, ta, ta, ah, ah. Let's try it again, bar 3 and 4. Go. Ta, ah, ta, ta, ah, ah. All right? Now one thing you're going to notice is this piece is in 3/4. We've usually done 4/4. But 3/4 means we have 3 beats and then the bar. So that means we have 3 beats in every bar. If it was 4/4, it would be 4 beats in every bar, and so on. And this hashtag over here is on the top line, which means every F would become an F sharp. We haven't reached F sharp yet, so there's no need to worry about it. But it's just something good to keep in mind when we do have our F sharp. It will allow you to do it a lot quicker. So let's try clap out the whole top line and then we'll play it. 3, go. Ta, 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 ah, ta, ta, ah, ah. One more time. Clap. Ta, 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 ah, ta, ta, ah, ah. Now let's try and clap the harmony. This is also really easy when you have 2 dotted half notes, a dotted half note, a regular half note, a quarter note, and another dotted half note. So we have 3 dotted half notes. That's really easy. Let's just try it out. 3, go. Ta, ah, ah, ta, ah, ah, ta, ah, ta, ta, ah, ah. Super easy. Now let's find out the notes. So this one is on the 3rd line, meaning it's a B. This one is on the 2nd space, meaning it's a A. This one is on the 2nd line, meaning it's a G. So we have B, A, G. Then in the 2nd bar, we have the exact same notes. B, A, G. So let's try and play that out together in our recorder. So remember, this is our B with this is the mosquito. This is the mosquito. Then we have A, this is our snake. Then we have G, that's our duck. All right? And make sure you're always covering that hole at the back and your thumb is right underneath the 3rd or the 4th hole, whichever one works for you. So let's play B, A, G, B, A, G. 3, go. Again. Now let's try play bar 3 and bar 4. We have again B, but this time for 2 beats. A, again for 1 beat, and then G for 3 beats. So let's try it out. 3, go. Again. Let's try to put the whole thing together. 3, go. Now let me hear you by yourself. 1, 2, 3. And remember, hold that for 3 beats. Alright, that was easy. That's our melody. Now let's try our harmony. If that was easy, this is going to be the easiest piece of cake you ever had since your birthday. So let's try it out. We have G, G. Oh look, another G. Then an A. Then another G. And we have 3 Gs that I just held for 3 beats. Except in this third bar where that G is held for 2 beats. And then the A for 1 beat. So let's try it out. 3, go. Again, 3, go. Super easy. Now, let's try and make sense of this by actually getting someone to come and play our harmony while I play the melody. So I'd like to invite Miss Vanessa to come and play it with me. And if you have a brother or sister and they know how to play recorder, try and play it out together. It's a whole lot of fun when you play music with someone else. So here comes Miss Vanessa. Well, here's Miss Vanessa. I don't know if you can see her, but she's right over here. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna play the melody and she's gonna play the harmony. And we all finish at the same time. But to make it really good, we have to move at the same beat. All right? Same beat. That's how musicians play together. It's never just a one-man band. We always love playing with each other because that's what makes good music. So make sure you're on the same beat. All right, Miss Vanessa, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's try that again. That was fun. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So that's it for today. That's our first duet. And have fun playing it either with your family or, family or friends, anyone who can play the recorder. Just remember that this bracket will always show 2 different parts. So never go from the first part to the second part. No, you have to find someone who can play the second part with you. Or you just play the top line every time, okay? So have fun playing it, and I will see you again for our next piece next week. Bye, grade 2s.